Okay, welcome everybody to another segment of Where Are They Now? Catching up with our Olim. And we welcome to this segment Phyllis and Sandy Zlotnicks. And let's get started. Start catching up. Okay, so tell me first of all, how many years were you members of Beth Aaron, if you could remember?
31 years.
Okay, wow.
I mean, I don't.
You don't look more than 35.
Oh, thank you. That's what you're
So,
supposed to say.
and when was it that you decided to make Aliyah, and how much time was it between when you decided to make Aliyah and you actually moved?
I think we spoke about it maybe for several years, and it got more and more serious. And then we came out with a plan to sell the house, and everything would flow from there because that's how we would afford to make Aliyah, and also to have that coincide with our retirement. So we both stopped working, in my case, within a couple of days, with Phyllis within a couple of weeks.
Wow.
And we flew out.
Wow.
We talked about, I remember deciding, okay, we're now on a 5-year plan and thinking, wow, that means we're really going to do this. And we were incredibly lucky. 2 of our boys had made Aliyah on their own before us, but that we always had it in the back of our minds. That was the icing on the cake. And by the time we made Aliyah, both of them were married, and our son, thank God, we didn't have to worry about anybody. We were just, it was Yad Hashem.
I started having grandchildren, and that sealed it.
Of course. So you have 2 kids there, and where are tell me their names and where are they?
Shimon and Tal live in Modi'in.
Okay.
They have 2 boys and a girl right now. They just had a baby, Baruch Hashem,
Mazel
baby
tov,
girl. Thank you. And Josh and Miriam live in Ramat Beit Shemesh with 3 boys and a princess girl. Thank God. And Baruch Hashem, I feel that our being there, it's not so much that we're building Israel because we're sort of, but we're helping them contribute. And that to me feels very special. And Baruch Hashem, we're able to come back here and help when we can here. So it's a win-win, thank God.
And they're so lucky to have you, and the kids are lucky to have their grandparents. I mean,
it's a bracha.
It is a huge bracha. That's wonderful. So you help each other. I mean, they're thrilled to have you. The grandkids are thrilled to have their grandparents, and that's wonderful. And then you come back here to see Effie, and he's in Passaic. Does he have any plans on moving to Israel or not yet?
We're hoping, at some point, probably long term.
Okay.
I mean, to be honest, we made Aliyah when we retired, so we took the wimpy way out towards the end. And a lot of people do it earlier in life, and it's different.
You have to really feel the pull to be there, and I think when your children are a little older, they have a range from 12 to 2 right now, and that's a tough one to make that move, no matter how much you want to. Bezrat Hashem, who knows?
Yeah,
we live in hope.
Of course, we always live in hope. I don't think it's the wimpy way out because people could retire. They retire to Florida. They don't have to. That's a big transition. So I think that you have to give yourself more credit than that. I think it's huge.
We never considered Florida. Don't get me started.
No,
okay.
But it's not easy, but it's wonderful. And there are so many people from our shul or from West Orange, from other areas who have made Aliyah in our age group and in our position with split families, that we have it's a lot of support.
There's a lot of Beth Aaronites in this area. And I don't just mean Teaneck. I mean, Beth Aaronites, there's
Mhm.
like maybe 6 to 8 families walking distance, and more joining.
And so you moved to Arnona, correct?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, so tell us about, first of all, what is the year you moved and why did you pick Arnona? I'm assuming it's because that is the place where people are going, but tell
Well,
us a little bit about it.
it's a great area because it's its own community, but you can walk into the center of town in half an hour, 40 minutes. You can take the bus. I mean, it's just convenient, and yet it's a real community. It's not like living where there are only tourists or anything like that. So
It's not, it's sort of mixed. It's not Haredi. It's not
it's
purely
a city.
secular.
It's like part of the city.
Mhm.
And Sandy's sister lived down 10-minute walk from us,
So
and
she
Oh.
helped us find the place.
Oh, that's
And-
great.
yeah,
They really
and
helped us.
brother-in-law, yeah.
And just having, all the Beth Aaronites who were already there sort of reinforced that this is a place to check out. And we didn't have a lot of time. We took it. We're here 3.75 years. We're very happy.
Okay, so some of the Beth Aaronites, I know some of them, but can you list them for me? I know the Saltzmans are there and
Claire and Dov
Zachheim are
Zakheim,
there,
Moshe Elbogen,
Elbogen, right?
Barbara and Cal Feinberg, Lillian Irv Cantor,
Estelle Harris.
Estelle Harris.
Oh, Estelle Harris is there. Okay, I thought you.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I
Who
think
we
who recently made Aliyah, who lived on Queen Anne Road near the shul, Charlie Weisinger.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
Weisinger?
Weisinger lives
Yeah.
Oh, they're
there.
in Arnona? Okay.
Arlene Liebman
Yes.
is down the block from us. It's just great.
That's great. Arlene was my boss. She was phenomenal.
Oh,
boss. Yeah.
She is great.
And it's I know there's a lot. I've been in my Machatanim live, I think, across from you. The Silbermans, they live across the street from you, I think. Rita and Chaim Silberman. I don't know if you know them. Okay, because
No.
the
Oh, yes.
Feinbergs, I just spoke with them this morning and they said they know them very well. So I assume that they probably seen each other and you don't even realize. Okay. Anyway, so you moved way before the pandemic. So you're already settled in. So do you feel your move was smooth? It sounds like you put all your ducks in place before you.
We were incredibly blessed because we sold the house and we were in limbo because we had paperwork issues for Sandy.
So it took a few months to actually make the Aliyah, and by some stroke of luck, we connected with Morty and Millie Rosner, and we
were able to rent their house.
We rented their house because
I
they went
remember.
down to Florida.
Okay, I remember.
So we were sort of not in our home anymore, but we were still in Teaneck.
We still went to Beth Aaron.
And we have the best friends on the planet because we did not make one Shabbat meal.
I think this may be a record. You can ask the others. 6 months of not eating at home, one Shabbos.
It was
meal.
amazing.
6 months. At sometimes we had to beg, but it worked. That's how great Beth Aaron is.
Well, that's
6 months straight.
block is full of wonderful people, the block that the Rosers are on. Oh, well, I was so happy to see you that, that's the trick. I guess you go away a little bit, come back and you're, a superstar. So that's.
Yeah, it was, people are just amazing. Our friends, look, we miss our friends and our family a lot. We miss the shul a lot. We always tease Rabbi and Chaviva because there's an empty lot across from our building. And I've taken a picture and said, this can be your shul. I think he's staying. I don't want to get anybody nervous.
You never know. Okay.
Yeah.
So it sounds great. It's so uplifting to hear everybody's, Baruch Hashem, everybody that I've spoken to has had smooth sailing. And do you feel when you moved there that your conversational Hebrew was, so did you take Ulpan? Do you not worry about it or?
No, we took Ulpan for a year and a half, but then
we
COVID.
took 2 Ulpans. One was cut short because of COVID, but we spent a good amount of time. One of them was better than the other. Our Hebrew has improved, but maybe not as dramatically as we like.
'Cause-
There are a lot of people who are speaking English, so we're not getting the opportunity to practice that much. But we hope to get there.
Okay.
I just
It's
want to be able
okay.
to talk. We manage. It's not true that everybody speaks English. They do not. You have to navigate with Hebrew when you're speaking to workers, or you have a problem with something.
Like a bill
right.
or online websites aren't always that clear.
But you can manage.
Mhm.
You can manage. It's doable.
Okay.
And then you have, thank God, our kids are fluent. So if
Yes.
we really have an issue.
And your sister lives up the block,
and her
right?
sister,
Yeah, and they know their Hebrew.
Okay.
yeah.
All right, as long as you have your resources. So how often do you get to see your kids?
We have
You mean in Israel?
in
or-
Israel.
Yes. When you're in Israel,
We
how
go
often?
once a week to each child, each
Okay.
kid, and
Okay.
we help them with carpools and dinner and
We help them feed their kids ice cream.
that too.
That's your
Yeah,
job.
we do it better than their parents do.
Well, that's any grandparents.
That's, that's why they open the door, they know what's coming.
Yes.
And when you made Aliyah, and thank God, making Aliyah these days is a lot easier than it was even 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. But was there any kind of surprises that you would want to, warn someone along the way?
We had very few really bad experiences. Motor vehicle department in Israel is about as bad as it is in the States.
That's
I
true.
remember that, but
But we were
otherwise,
lucky because we didn't have to take a test. We just had
Right.
to,
Okay.
they changed the rule.
right.
That must
And
be like,
surprisingly, the medical system seems to be a-okay and working for us. You schedule an appointment, that's when you're seen. It's not like experiences, in Jersey where you wait for hours sometimes.
Mhm.
Certain things are, the regular routine stuff, I think is better in Israel than in America. When you need to sort of, do something or require something extra, that's when the US is probably better.
Well, we thank God we don't know that for sure yet. We should not have to know.
Right. You should be
Right.
healthy.
But,
And
and in terms of what we do,
yes,
and,
I was going
and
to ask you,
things,
what are you
there's
doing?
so many opportunities for learning in shiurim in between, shuls and matan for women and just, again, the groups that I know it was in the paper, the Teal Tuesday from like that we've gotten groups of people together and there are a lot of people around that are looking for things to do and we do them and it's just very, very wonderful in terms of because you're exploring your land. You're not, you do these tiyulim and it's your history and it's
So meaningful.
so meaningful.
Yeah.
And
And
yeah,
when you're
it is.
retired, which God willing, I'm looking forward towards that. But when
That's
you're
right.
retired, you don't have that pressure of time. And so you enjoy things probably. a little
Yes.
bit.
The answer to the question that everyone asks, that is, what do you do? Now that you're retired, what do you do? So my answer is anything I want, period.
Yep.
Because there are opportunities, things to do. You won't, people are worried they need to work till the end. I don't think so.
Right. No. I think
No.
people need to enjoy. They work
Right.
hard enough, and now they should enjoy this time in their
Right.
lives. And I'm
Exactly.
so happy that
And
you have
we're
your kids there. Yeah.
yeah, we're exceedingly grateful to Hashem. It's beyond, anything we could have dreamed of, and we're really grateful for that.
Every interview that I've done, you're the fifth one for today. Everyone says the same.
Whoa.
We are so blessed. Hashem really blessed us, and we're so
Right.
grateful. And that is a
I'm gonna cry.
yeah, it's a reoccurring theme. So you're in good company. And for me to speak to the Olim, whether they went with little kids or when they went as the retirees, or everybody, Baruch Hashem, is so it's so uplifting to speak to you and just see
It's meaningful. It's everything you dive in, everything you think about, everything you're infused with what you're with what you're supposed to be infused with. I mean, it just, we walk 10 minutes. We're at the Tayelet overlooking our Habayit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my morning walk sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like, I say, I can't believe this.
Yeah.
It's just, it's just unbelievable that.
I mean, as nice or as good as the US has been to us, it's not the same. I mean, I didn't work in a Jewish environment. And, you know, you feel a little uncomfortable, even though I was more than accepted, you know, explain me this holiday and that holiday. And, you know, I mean, it's like,
Or another holiday.
I didn't want to bother with that. It's so comfortable here. Even those who are not religious know the holidays, they know
Right.
what's going on.
Yeah.
It's just really cool.
Yeah. Yeah. You are where you belong.
That's how we feel.
That's the
Baruch Hashem.
Yeah. Now I'm going to go to the Beth Aaron part of this.
Which we miss a lot.
I would
Did I
like,
say?
I wanted to first of all find out if you're keeping, it sounds like you are obviously keeping up with Beth Aaron members, and not only
Yes.
Beth Aaron members, but TNEC members. And do you ever see kids? I don't know if you know, you're kind of past this point, but do you host kids or
We just had David Weinberger, should we name names? For
Sure. We
for
like
Shabbos.
names.
He came and joined us.
Okay.
Debbie and Maisha's son. We've
We've had a
Debbie
nephew.
and Michael's granddaughter joined us for a meal from MMY. We're a 10-minute walk from
Oh, that's
MMY.
great.
So we welcome kids, no problem. We
Yeah.
love to have them. Because after a while, you know, you get tired of the 70-year-olds.
You're right.
But your wife is only 35, so
That's right. Thank
Yeah.
you.
I'm not talking
Thank
about
you.
her. I'm talking about,
Oh,
you
the
know,
other-
the other people you would invite.
Right.
They're too old.
I was thinking of, because I was speaking to the Weislers this morning, we were thinking about maybe even, I'm not that I am volunteering anybody, but maybe we could have like a list of the Olim there, and then people who are sending their kids for the gap year, or someone who's a lone
Sure.
soldier. Maybe we're gonna try to team people up. So then the kids,
We'd be happy to participate.
I remember when
Absolutely.
I was there for my gap year, thank God I had a lot of relatives, but some of these girls went, they had nobody, and we were
Right.
going for Shabbos and they would just kind of tag along. So this would be nice if we could get some Beth Aaron members to sort of
Absolutely.
open
I
up
think,
their
you know,
homes.
yeah, the sooner COVID is over with, the less of a hassle,
Yeah.
because that's prevented us from having kids sometimes.
Okay, but that's something we're going to talk about with the other committees. And also,
Sure.
I would love to hear any kind of Beth Aaron memories. I'm sure you know, 31 years, I'm sure you have a lot of memories. So is there anything that comes to mind? Poignant, funny, anything?
Well, I think the first thing I'd like to say is a big, huge shout out to the Rabbi and Chaviva. They are the best. We're their best,
question.
biggest fans.
Yeah.
It's not even a question. We challenge anyone to make it so they can beat us out as the biggest fans. I don't think they'd win. What comes to mind personally was I was part of the group that got people together under the guise of a friendly committee. I don't know, 15 years ago.
I remember
something like
that. I remember
No,
that.
it's more. It's probably
And
20.
it was a little.
It
A
is
little
more
bit of a misnomer. It wasn't that the shul wasn't friendly, because they were. It was that we created opportunities for people to meet each other who otherwise wouldn't. So we had these dinners and stuff like that.
Remember
and-
round
and-
robin, right?
Yeah, we did round robin eating at different homes.
And then
stuff.
Friendly's ice cream for dessert. I remember.
So we had a good time, and hopefully people had a good time with it. It's just we love the shul. There's nothing like it here. That's if you want to talk about a negative. There's
Yeah.
nothing like Beth Aaron here. They try, but they fail. They're not even close, and you can't top the Rabbi and Chaviva. So, you know, we're playing it, you know, second class here.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
That's a big difference in the role that a shul plays in the community.
that's right.
It's just not the same because the whole it's just not the same.
Right, right.
But in terms of memories, it's just the comfort and the feeling at home in a shul when you walk in. We had the opportunity to be at a bris when we were here last time, and I hadn't been in the shul in a couple of years. And just walking in and all the memories, look, we made bar mitzvahs, we made ofruf, we made, and that all, it was our home where, our friends were our family
Mhm.
to such a large extent and still are. I
Mhm.
mean, thank God we still have our connections and we love seeing them here or there. But it's just a place that has always felt like home to us.
Mhm.
And in the good times, in the not in the difficult times, the support was always just in just keeping you grounded.
Mhm.
And it's a very special tribute to the people in the community of Beth Aaron. It just, we miss it.
And this is sort of an extension, this project is that we wanted the Olim to know that we have not forgotten them, even if you are former members. Some people said they're still members, which is funny, but you're still part of this milestone, this 50-year anniversary milestone. And that's why we want you to realize
you.
that. And we're going to
Thank
have
you.
a wall of fame where we're going to be listing all the families that made Aliyah. So, you will be included in that. And because it's part of who we are.
I think so. I think it's remarkable,
We have
the numbers.
Yeah, the per capita Olim from Beth Aaron, I think far outweighs any other shul.
I don't know what the other shuls are, but we certainly have a lot of people that have made Aliyah. So I don't know.
Rabbi
about the other
Wolfwax told us we were number 36.
And that was
And that was 3-4 years ago. I think there must be like 50 or more.
Oh, yeah.
Made Aliyah.
We're way over 50. And you have kids that make Aliyah
Right.
on their own. And we're including them.
right. Our kids
For
did.
sure.
They're not really included in our Aliyah. They did it on their own.
Right.
But look, we had family over the years. My sister had made Aliyah in 1990, the year of the Gulf War, with 4 children. So there were 6 of them with nobody else there.
Mm.
And now, Leah and Hara, between both sides of their family, we have over 60 something, 65 family
Wow.
members there.
That's nice.
Siblings, children,
Who
grandchildren,
are now living in Israel.
who are now living in Israel.
Oh, Baruch Hashem. So you have a sister there, and Sandy has a sister there.
2 sisters, both my sisters made Aliyah.
Oh, so nice.
Yeah, it's great.
That is
Baruch
just
Hashem.
wow. Well, this was really wonderful. It was wonderful
Thank
to see you. It was
you.
wonderful to
It's
catch
great
up.
to see you.
Are there any last thoughts you want to share? I think you really covered a lot.
Well, first of all, yashkoyach to you.
Thank you
to
for
you
doing
and
this.
all of you guys. It's tremendous.
We're
And,
so happy to. It's our pleasure. Really. It's our
Yeah, the only other thing, I don't think I mentioned this before, but did I mention that the Rabbi and Chaviva are the best? I don't know if I mentioned that, so I wanted to make sure that was included.
It's okay. Say it again.
They
It's
are the
fine.
best.
He's gonna edit this for sure.
Yeah, don't let him touch this.
Yeah, no one's editing it. I'm uploading
Okay.
this, so don't worry. It's going right.
All right. Shkoyach to you.
Right.
Really.
Thank you, as the regards, and
Good
keep
seeing
up
you.
the good work.
Thank you.
Thank
Regards
you.
to David, the Mishpacha, everyone.
Shavua tov.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.